gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With full business functionality and a design tailored just for you. Customize every element of your website and watch your vision come to life in minutes. Control everything from the biggest tasks to the finest details. Personalized, optimized, ready to go live.
Babyliss X-Blade for a smooth, comfortable shave. Super sharp.
Welcome along, guys. We are live. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Igor, just turn the volume down on this one. All good there. Steve, welcome along. Good to see you. Been a little while. I am still slightly wrong with my face. It's going to take a few weeks to recover from this facial paralysis, but it is what it is. We battle on. Right, we're going to do some live builds today, guys. I've got a few lined up that I want to cover, and I'm also going to be taking requests. So if you want a certain car building for a certain race, let me know in the chat. I'll see what I can do. I've got a few lined up already. The first one on screen is the Lancia Delta Integrale. Absolutely fantastic 700 pp build, and we're going to go with that one in a second. Okay, let's get the stream set up. Okay, right, let's get the driving position sorted. Yeah, the thing with the facial palsy thing, I can do the rock eyebrow thing absolutely fantastic. I can't really close my eyes. I've gone without the patch today because I feel like it's my eyes going to be okay. The glasses on to protect any dirt ingress, so we should be good for that one. Right, let's go with that. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comments if you want a build covering. I'm going to start first of all the Lancia Delta Integrale, the new car from update 1. Noble Stu, good to see you. Yeah, you can see my face now. It's not working right, but we'll get it done. Yeah, so it's been a while for streaming. So this is basically, I've evolved this setup a lot, and the key with this one is just flipping fantastic to drive. This is the tune that this car really deserves. It's just wild to drive. It will turn, it will slide. So as you can see, I've done many copies of this setup. We've evolved quite a long way. It's on the racing hard tyres, front and rear. 100 on the front downforce, 250 on the rear. Oops, back. So these are all the settings. I spent a long time getting this, so there's got so much power in the car, great fuel efficiency, really good to drive, fully customizable manual transmission, and the high RPM turbocharger. So I'm going to run a few laps now, and I'll show you what this can do at the Le Mans World Touring Car 700. Just gone back into there for some reason. Okay. Head over. So we're going to go to World Circuits. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, Stu. I feel perfectly fine in myself. It's just my face muscles just don't work. It's so bizarre. So we're going to go to Le Mans. Yeah, there's so many cool updates recently, Stu. You need to get involved. Find that disc and make it happen. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do for this one, basically run on fuel map 6. You know the Le Mans strategy. So fuel map 6, that'll easily get me 3 laps of fuel. But importantly, if I was to fuel save, I can go to 4 laps. But we're going to go aggressive. Now this car, in a lot of other builds that I've seen, it understeers. But in my one, not so much. It's just got a really nice flick to it. I think that's probably a track limits error. No, it is what it is. We're going to win this race by a mile anyway. Because it's a 30-minute race, the point is just to have fun. You can't do it any faster than 30 minutes, so have fun doing it. And this car has fun by the bucket load because it slides. You can get the car to rotate, you can get on the handbrake. Oh, bit of a chaos here, and it's absolutely rapid in a straight line as well. Even on fuel map 6, it's an absolute rocket, way over 300 kilometers an hour. I'm just going to blow by all of these guys through the chicanes on the Mulsanne straight. We can get a nice flick into the chicanes, get the car sliding. Whoops, the NSX coming over it. A little bit no hezzy style. We're just passing just traffic on the Mulsanne straight. 200 board is the braking reference. Slot it in here. Little flick and get that slide on corner exit. Absolutely fantastic. This is such a fantastic car to drive. So agile, amazing power. And then when we get into some of the more hairpin corners, we can get on the handbrake, get it to rotate, and we're going to actually smash this race. When the weather comes in, this tune does work with the intermediate tyres. Other ones I've seen do not work with the inters, but this one does. So we come in here, aggressive flick, get the car to rotate and slide out on power. Then we just blow these guys away. Lexus is done. Supra is done. Is that a Supra? It was a Supra. Okay. So let me know, guys, if you want a tune doing for any car, let me know in the comments. I'm happy just to finish races off. I don't need to be getting the money really. I'm going on the outside on the handbrake. Oh, a bit deep there. Oh, into the gravel. Full rally spec. A little bit off put by that Corvette. We'll do that a little bit better next time round. Performance wise, we could be in the lead of this race before we even get to the end of the first lap. The way I'm driving right now, probably not. And we're going to go through. We're going to brake before we get to Indianapolis, and then get on the brakes. Oh, I've gone round. Too far. Oh, full crash. That was a bit ambitious there. So I am using the manual fully customizable transmission because it allows you to get more power in the car. So we can use a full 788 horsepower in this car, which is absolutely rapid in a straight line. And it gives it a really solid click between the gear shifts. It's a little bit understeered through Porsche curves, certainly through the entry. So we're going to go down a few gears. Third gear through here I would recommend. Now the field's starting to spread out a bit more, I can probably get my head down and actually drive right. A little bit rusty, early in the morning in the UK. Let me know where you guys are from in the chat. Yeah, I'm hoping to be back to full strength again soon, Steve. On the brakes, middle of this pit entrance there. Third gear through the first part, second gear through the second part, getting a bit of rotation. Sliding on corner exit, as this car can do. Currently, yeah, where are you, Stu? Where are you right now? Go to the inside. Right, let's try and put a representative lap in. Oh, I think that's definitely a track cut. Not that it really matters. A couple of second penalties isn't going to slow me down. But I've got away with it somehow. Going through Tete Rouge, I will just flick it down a gear. Careful on corner exit, don't run too wide. Oh, you're literally on the plane. Wow. On the way there or the way back? The way back, I assume. Right, then get on the brakes at the 200. Third gear through the first part. Flick it into the second part. Get on the gas for a big slide. There we go. This is what this car's all about. Now the thing with this car, it's great in four-wheel drive. You can pull the car out of the slide quite easily. If you switch over the MFD to the torque distribution, you can change this more rearwards, more forwards, to change how you want the car to drive for yourself. So feel free to change that to get it dialed to how you want it to be. Let's check out the weather actually. Oh, almost forgot to brake then. Too busy. Again, sliding the car, it's absolutely fantastic. This is the most fun car to drive for Le Mans. Back to the UK, boo. It's raining a lot here today. I think raining at Silverstone as well, which is going to be really interesting, guys. So who's your pick for the British Grand Prix win in the F1? I put my money on Lewis Hamilton, but I think that's just hopeful. A little bit of a rotation to that corner there through Mulsanne corner with a handbrake. That is not the traditional way you should drive. Missed the heat wave. It's going to be hot again next week, Stu. It's going to be all good. So we've got 7 minutes gone of this race. We're already in the lead. So basically 23 minutes of just fun. That's all it is. And you're getting that money grinding out. It's almost impossible to lose clean race bonus. Oh, that was a much better corner. Yes, now we've got some clear track. We can really start to use that handbrake. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, overcorrection. It can drag itself out the corner a little bit too aggressively. Now there is some rain coming in on the mini-map. But I'm not too concerned about the rain. So through Porsche curves, we're just going to cruise through here. Third gear is probably best for the middle part. Fourth for the middle part. And then third for the final part. And then the most awkward corner on the track, I think it's called karting. It's a bit off camber. Oh, this is awful. I think I kept in track limits. So I don't know what this lap time is going to be, but it's going to be a fun one. Sending it through the first part of the Ford chicane. And it's just going to be over the 4 minute mark, which, considering I spent half of it sideways, that is a pretty solid lap time. And let's check the fuel. I've probably got one lap of fuel to go. In fact, a lot more than one lap. Oops, I completely missed the corner. As you can see, you don't really need to put much effort in to be fast with this car. You just drive it. It's basically 30 minutes of hooning to earn you 825,000 credits. spots, reminding everyone to subscribe. So guys, yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already liked the stream, then like the stream. It does help out. It helps to spread the stream around to others that may want to see Le Mans Joker lap. Yeah, I could drive any part of this track, no problem at all. So yeah, if I was trying to be a bit more fuel efficient, I would be able to do the 4-lap fuel stint. Let's try and get a nice slide through here. Big. Yes, winding it. And then sliding on that exit as well in 3rd gear. In fact, you know what, I might as well just wrap it up top pit at the end of this lap. I don't think that's going to be enough rain to worry about. I'll try and do the 4-lap fuel stint at the end. What, the rain is coming in now. A bit deep on the brakes there because obviously turned it up. Full wide. Oh gosh, you know what, I'm going to turn the power back down again. I've got a few other builds to cover already lined up, but if you've got one that you want specifically, let me know in the comments. What track would you like a build for, or what car would you like building? Way too deep on the brakes there, sending it in backwards. Not that it really matters. Not sure if that's because there's no real moisture on the tracks. That's just too ambitious with the handbrake, I think. What is the weather doing? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a need for a tyre change at all in this one. Just down 1 gear for the first part of here. Oh, not quite enough rotation on the handbrake then. Now I have got the hydraulic handbrake set up in the build for this car, and that's just to make it not grab too much, but feel free to change the hydraulic handbrake percentage when you come to build your car. We could get some more weather towards the end of this race. I'm not going to fuel to go from the lap though, so I will pit. Definitely not going to fuel. We're wild. There's no moisture on the track. I think it's because I've just worn out the rear tyres. Too much sideways. Oh, track limits. Coming to the bits with the handbrake. Why not? So I will put a new set of hard tyres on. I am going to fill the tank just because it gives me the most flexibility on strategy. I would nearly always recommend doing that at Le Mans. I may try and stretch to do the 4 laps for the final stint. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Guys, if you're interested as well, check out the links somewhere. There might be something down by the bottom corner of the screen. I've got my exclusive products. I've got the Tokyo Expressway t-shirt. I've got my cheat sheets and guides. Downtonator.com website. It's got a full guide to all tuning completely for free. So feel free to check out those ones. So yeah, the turbo fans just sat there on the floor there. Fantastic front. Okay, so we've got the half-second penalty still to serve. So I'm going to short shift now, see if we can get 4 laps of fuel out of this tank. Driving a little bit more conservatively, I think. So it's shifting basically at the half rev range. This car's got so much torque. In fact, I'll try and put in some faster lap times. So 3.4, we only need to extend by a little bit. because this car can be driven. Another track limits penalty. Unbelievable. Yeah, this car's got so much torque, so much power. It doesn't need to be fully revved out. So I will save a bunch of fuel. We'll just check the weather radar. It's gone dark. It looks really, really dark. Looks like outside. So you can drive this car smooth, and it will just carve the turns really nicely. It will just slide if you want it to slide. Absolute dream to drive. This is the way the car is intended to be driven. It's an old vintage rally car. Let it slide. So looking for this smaller braking marker. It's about 200 rod for the second chicane. Flowing into here, second gear for the second part. A bit smoother on corner exit. The car just flows really nicely. When you drive it within itself, it's great to drive. You can drive it any way you want. Just gone half race distance, and let's see if I can get that elusive 4 laps of. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. I'm not making that. I wasn't really paying attention. Quick 180. I'm revving it out a bit now. I've got a penalty on this lap anyway. There's no point really bagging a good lap. I'm going to brake into Indianapolis, just down 1 gear, flow through there, and then get the car slowed down for the second part. No sliding here, just a nice little apex. The car it is so much faster to drive it normally, but a little bit less fun. Now I might see if I can go sub 4 minutes on the lap time, because that is kind of like the gold standard for Le Mans cars, Le Mans 700 PV cars. I don't think I've ever driven a lap of Le Mans seriously with this car. It's always been a little bit slidey. Right, size up for a sensible lap now. Got to start with a good corner exit, which is not ideal, just dipping into the gravel. Okay, I'm going to be short shifting, so I'm going to be losing time on the shifts. But I'll try and maximise that through smoothness and corners. Try and open up them corners, minimise those steering angles. Get to the apex. Nicely done through there. Beautiful. Now through Tetra Rouge, screwing a bit of speed. Not too wide on the exit. Perfectly done through there. Stiggy Wiggy, welcome along. Moser R9 for GT7 next week. Nice. Very good. Pedals don't work. I've got a bunch of videos on my channel explaining everything, how I've got my Moser setup working. Make sure you go and check all those ones out. 200 board into the first chicane, third gear through the first part, second gear through the second part, blending onto the throttle. There we go, looking good for corner exit. 1.3 seconds up on my previous best. Do you have your pedals plugged into the wheelbase or plugged into the adapter? That's an interesting one. I would recommend plugging into the wheelbase, everything through the wheelbase, and then plug into the adapter from there. bit of slide. Nicely done. Just keeping control of that car. 2 seconds up now. I'm not familiar with the R9, but I would recommend using maybe a lower firmware on the R9 because I did need a bit of handbrake there. I've come a bit hot there. We managed to get it round. That's all good. 2.9 up now, so we're on target to go sub 4, even saving fuel. Yeah, often with the Mazda and the resolution compatibility, it's just about finding the right balance between the firmware on the Mazda and the firmware on the resolution. Just touching the gravel, that's nicely done. Very, very calm through there. So are we going to be able to get to the line with 2 laps of fuel remaining and go sub 4 minutes? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know in the chat. Missed the apex a little bit, carrying 4th gear through there to try and save some fuel. 5 seconds up now. I must have made a mistake there on my previous best lap. 4th gear through here, just saving that fuel. This car pulls out the corner, lovely. 2.1. Track limits, come on, I barely touched it. Race to the line. Are we going sub 4? We're going sub 4 by a country mile. 3:57, and I got there with 2 laps of fuel remaining, so I think I can get this done. One stop strategy. What a beast this car is. I guess I don't be revving it out, just spending all that fuel, so need to be a little bit cautious. So I've got a 1.5 penalty to serve during this lap, which isn't ideal. Looking for that 200 board. 200 board is the braking reference at all of the big stopping points down the Mulsanne straight. 3rd gear through the first part, 2nd through the second part. Just work the car through the middle, and we are up by a small amount. So I guess fuel the fuel being a lot lower in the car is helping. Where am I going? Guys, I'm not seeing any requests for cars, tunes or builds or tracks. Let me know what you want me to cover. I'm happy just to sit down and build some cars for you all today. I'm just here to chill out. I'm not here to make money for myself. I'm here to help you guys out and entertain you along the way, of course. So we're 53 seconds ahead of the second place in this race. I always play on hard difficulty, so oh yeah, in the shadows again, I forgot. Yeah, did need to get on the handbrake. Way. Oh. Pretty sure that's not the fastest way, but damn, it's fun. So it looks like this could be a park at the line and wait, because I am a little bit ahead of schedule, I think, finishing bang on 7 laps in 30 minutes. Swaz. Yeah, absolutely. Big swaz. How am I doing for fuel? Oh, my eye's dripping. I have to manually blink my my right eye. It doesn't work. I'm not crying, it's just because my eye can't blink. Yeah, so that's cost us on time, that has really. So yeah, it looks like I'm good on fuel as well. So we can do 4 laps of fuel with this build. I will just cover the build at the end of this race, just so you've got it on screen, so you can take screenshots if you want to. I may make a dedicated video specifically for this one, because it's an absolute weapon, this car. It really is good. Definitely the best car added with update 1.60. So we're going to get to the line with 45 seconds over the 4 minutes. Isle of Man track. Oh yeah, that would be good. You know what? Any new track would be good. Please, PD, give us a new flipping track. I hate to say it, but I feel like we are not going to get another track in Gran Turismo 7. I think they are saving a lot of stuff for Gran Turismo 8. Let me know what you think, guys. Chat, what do you think? Do you think we're going to get another track in Gran Turismo 7? Track limits again. Was that inside track limits? You know what? Le Mans is absolutely shocking for track limits. So I think Portilla's going to hit. Nice flick. You can't beat nice Scandi flick to get the car in. So yeah, all of the people following me are going to pit, so they're going to be way far behind. I'm just going to wait at the line. Sebring, another fantastic track. Oh, there's so many tracks that we need. Silverstone, I mean, it's Silverstone F1 this weekend. Please give us the Silverstone track. Maybe a little bit deep on the brakes there. Right, let's try and get a nice corner through here. Braking sooner than... Oh, a little handbrake. Just a little dab. There we go. Now the interesting thing, guys, I am using the Moser handbrake. It's all plugged into my Moser stuff and it works through the Resolution 2 adapter. Now, as good as it really is, all it actually does is it just simulates the circle button. So there's no proportionality to it, but it's quite nice having something tactile, physical to just yank on to get the handbrake working. But all it does is it just simulates the circle button. There we got the penalty to serve. Is it worth downshifting? I've got off track there. Right, what track would you like me to cover next? We could go to Sardegna World Touring Car 800. We could do Tokyo Expressway 600. Or what car would you like me to cover next? We're about to finish this race. Well, wait and finish this race. Is there a car you'd like me to cover? I'm thinking of doing a tune for the Valkyrie that we won through the viewers campaign. I've tuned an 800pp Valkyrie before, but I'm going to tune it live for you guys to see the process that I would go through. It is the Spanish edition Valkyrie, which is the one that won the Nations Cup. And right, I need to make sure I don't cross the finish line because I don't want to do another lap. So we've got 44 seconds to wait. Lewis Hamilton's number, that could be a sign for how things are going to happen today. I was so close to seeing Lewis Hamilton on pole yesterday. He was fastest in Q2. He could have had it, but for a bad last sector. But what a lap from Max Verstappen, guys. What did you think of Verstappen's lap yesterday? Did you see it? That guy's on another level. And the more I see him perform, the more I start to like him. You can at least appreciate he's got some flipping skills. Okay. Right, countdown's almost here. All we need to do is get across the line and we're good to go. Final lap. There is an absolutely incredible build for this Lancia Delta. Right, so we're going to literally bang on 30 minutes. Best lap, 3 minutes 57. And that was fuel saving on a 4-lap fuel stint. And of course, it's going to be the massive 825,000 credits in just 30 minutes work, guys. That's a chunk of money. So let's run you through the build again, just so you can see exactly what I've got. So it is on the racing hard tyres. That's important. You get the good amount of tyre life. Body height is lowest at the front, a little bit higher at the rear. It's mostly minimum settings at the front to get the most amount of grip, maximum settings at the rear to get the least amount of rear grip to encourage that car to just turn in. A little bit of toe in at the front to encourage it to turn in, a little bit of toe in at the rear just to give it a bit of stability. Almost open front diff, 20 on the acceleration sensitivity for the rear diff, 25-75 for the front to rear torque split. Change that during the race. That really does adjust how the car drives. The more rearwards, the more the rear will slide on corner exit. I've got the fully customizable manual transmission because that allows you just a bit more headroom for power. 350 is what I've got it set to. I don't have anything set on manual adjustment, but here are the numbers if you need to copy them. And then it's 100% power, 6 ballast and no different positioning, 100 power, fully customizable ECU, 250 rear downforce, 100 front downforce, high RPM turbocharger, anti-lag is off. I have the hydraulic handbrake installed and how it's set to 75. That just depends how much the rear kicks out when you pull the handbrake. The higher the number, the more rear locking you get when you pull the handbrake. And I've got the brake balance set to all the way to the rear. It just makes it fun to drive. Now, the good thing about this build that other people builds don't have is that when you use the intermediate tyres, it does stay below 600 pp. Sorry, 700 pp. Other builds I've seen don't allow you to use the racing medium tyres, racing intermediate tyres for some reason. But it's useful in this because when it does rain, it is the best tyre to go to. It's the most all-round tyre. So this is the build for this Lancia Delta, guys. Let me know, guys. Now's the right time. Drop in the comments if you'd like me to do any car, any build, any track. I will run through on screen the next couple of cars that I was going to show you anyway. And if you want to just choose from what you see, then feel free to do that as well. So I've retuned the Nissan GTR LM, the strange front-wheel drive LMP1 car, which PD have updated now. Subaru GRB. Yeah, any of the GRB cars are brilliant at Le Mans. It's a very similar principle. They just got so much power, so they absolutely dominate. They're great on fuel. I've got tunes for the Subaru already on my channel. I think I also like the Toyota. Where is it? I'm trying to find it down here. That's the one there. This is another one, the 86 GRB. I love that car for Le Mans. But really, I wanted to do the newest car that was released in the last update. So yeah, I also have 800 pp tune for the Turismo. Now PD have managed to implement what Nissan couldn't do at Le Mans by making the hybrid work on the rear wheels. This car is actually really quite good at Le Mans. Not Le Mans, the Sardegna World Touring Car. Valkyrie, to look like an LMDH car, possibly. Right, the problem is you can't change any of the cosmetics, so you can't change the wings and stuff. I do have one that I made look like the AMR car. It's manufacturer Valkyrie. I've got a couple of them here. I'll choose a new one. If we go to there's some liveries that people have done for it. So if you choose the car, head over to Showcase, and we can go to content search, tick for the current car, search, and there'll be some LM liveries here. I'm sure I saw them. But the problem is you just can't add the wing. That is the biggest problem. If you could add the wing, that would make it look absolutely perfect. Where are they? I thought I saw it. Yeah, I can't see them. They had like the crosswork. Yeah, I know. They've got pretty much 90% of what they need to make the LMDH car. I don't know why they don't do it. Again, PD doing PD things. Okay, let's see what the next car we can do. Change car. I've got a Porsche 962. It's fantastic. It's Sardegna World Touring Car 800. I think you'll be getting close to going sub 23 minutes in that one. I've got this Maserati MC, which is good at Tokyo Expressway. And of course the 787B. I had to slightly update that tuner a little bit. So what I'm going to do, because I've not covered, I don't think I've covered this car before. 787. Okay, let's go 787. So here is the tune for my 787. It was possible to go sub 23 minutes in update 1.56. I don't think enough has changed to mean that I couldn't do that again. So here are the settings. I probably could actually go a little bit of towing on the front, make it a little bit more positive on turning. What else can I try and squeeze out this car? I think that's probably it. Knock that down a few. Just really try and maximise. With this car, it's set up so it's aerodynamically understeery, and that allows you to get so much power in the car. It's a bit of a PP fudge, but let's see if we can go sub 23 minutes with this one. So let's go for that challenge. Mazda 787B Sardegna World Touring Car 800. So head to Europe, head to Sardegna. Guys, let me know in the chat, can I go sub 23 minutes in this one? It's going to be a one-stop strategy. 8 laps and 7 laps is what I'm going to go with. Get my eye sorted. A bit of a manual blink. There we go. Right, let's go. So I'm going to go try hard mode, not from cockpit, and see what I can get done on this one. I might not go sub 23, but that is the goal. This car is absolutely, it just destroys this race. It just makes mincemeat of all the other cars. So we've got on fuel. We can rev this car out. There's no fuel saving required. I'm trying to go around the outside of this sister car. Rotary friend. Corvette. The important thing is getting through the traffic on lap 1, because these cars are so slow in certain areas of the track. They really just Big send. That was quite important. And then another bit through here. The AI are so shit at this. You have to just send it around the outside and just hope they're not there. There we go. Right, good start. 100 board is the braking reference point. A little bit deep there. Oh, a little bit of swaz on corner exit. That was to reduce the rear towing a little bit. It will be a little bit more loose on the rear. I have to go on the outside. Oh, I've got shit. Mad. Okay, what we're going to open with? We're going to open with a 1 minute 32. That is a strong opener. Braking just at the start of the curb. Oh, a little bit deep there. I'm actually going into this race like dry. I'm not warmed up to this car at all, so don't expect miracles. Right, we're on it now, guys. Can we go sub 23? I think I need to be doing 1 minute 28s for most of the laps. Now there's Portilla, and we've not even got halfway through lap number 2, and we're going to catch and pass Portilla for the lead. That's how fast this car is. I think this is the fastest car for... Oh yes. Power. So send it to the inside. Portilla's terrible there. So now we're going to... Oh, I've got dirty tyres now. It's not ideal. Now at least we've got free air. So this is the time where I need to get the power down. Really just start focusing on getting good laps. Because... What? What's just happened there? Weird. It's come back. Weird. That is very strange. So 1 minute 31, that is a pretty shocking second lap. We need to be in the 20s. And now we're going to work on getting it done. Big cut there, a little bit too much there really. And then corner exit, off we go. Oh, a little bit deep. So we're very good on fuel. Listen to the sound of that engine. What a fantastic car this is. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. I think it was a bit too early on the brakes there. Definitely take a little while to get your eye in. 0.8 up. There we go, on the brakes at the 100. Not quite get the car stopped. To the straight now. It's going to be a better lap, but I'm not sure I'm going to be into the zones, just into the 29s, so we're getting there. On the brakes through turn 1, carrying second gear through there. Much better turn 1. The trouble is, after the second pit stop, well, after my pit stop, we start to hit lapped cars, which really just start to slow us down a little bit. 50 board. Maybe I can exit in second gear there. That could be a little bit better. And then on the brakes to the 150. I think I can go a bit deeper on the brakes there. Looking at the tyres, I think we're good. We do start to wear these out a little bit. 0.1 up, so we are getting faster each lap. So we need to brake earlier for that one, later for the first big stop. And we're already 18 seconds ahead of Portilla, and he's not even done his first of many pit stops in this race. So we're going to go 1:29.3. We are knocking down the times. Blending on the throttle on corner exit. Now, if you do need to, use TC on this one. But for me, I think it's slightly faster if I don't use TC. Opening up the right hander there. I think that's a faster sector one. Now I think, no it's not. I think I can borderline get into the 1:27s if I'm absolutely on it. So I need to be doing 1:28s consistently, really. That's bang on the 150, that was good. I feel that the rear tyre just starting to give up traction on the corner exit there. 0.1 up. Brake a little bit earlier into here. Especially if we carry good speed through that dog leg. A little bit feisty on corner exit. Onto the main straight. Just a little lift, just a bit of confidence, keep the car tucked in over that curb. Are we going to get into the 28s? And not quite. Very, very close. Right, let's get on it. We have got traffic though. Giving us a gap. That's rare for traffic to be that kind. 50 board. Missed the apex. Going to compromise the right. So we're already starting to lap cars on lap number 6. 0.4 in the first sector, that's a shocking lap. Not ideal. So we are going to go to lap number 8 on this first fuel stop. Now others are pitting, they're probably going to come out in front of us. Already put a lap on the Mazda. Send it. Important to make that move when they do, because they're so indecisive into that corner there. Spin up the tyres. I think we're good on tyre wear. So it's going to be a slower lap just because that first sector's a little bit compromised. We're going to get a bit of slipstream from the Porsche, a little bit of slipstream from the Ford GT. And deep in traffic now. I think going sub 23 is probably out of the question. Let me know in the chat, guys. Do you think I can still go sub 23 minutes? But either way, 23 and a bit is going to be still a fantastic hourly credit rate. Whoa, that was close. 0.1 off. That's a much better first sector. Lap number 7. So I can still rev out more than I have been doing. Yeah, I don't think sub 23 is on. I'm trying to get a few 1:28s at least. The second phase is normally better for lap times. It's more manageable on fuel. Absolute gaggle of cars. Massively compromised through here, but oh, wheelie. That's not ideal. Right up those tyres. Traffic's been a bit of a nightmare in this one. But what a ridiculous car this is. Let's get some slipstream off that Mercedes. Yeah, I lost 1.2 seconds on that lap. So this is lap 8, this is my pit lap. I think the tyres are less than ideal. I'm going to short fuel at the pit stop. I'm going to go 1 lap less, so the exact 7 laps into the car. What an engine sound this is. It's amazing how much the weight of the fuel actually has an effect on the way the car drives. I mean, there's Portilla. Awkward. Oh, he just stalled up there. Yeah, absolutely shocking. Really terrible place to catch him there. Now I've got a pit and he's going to go straight back ahead. So, right, this is the pit lap. Just need to send it in absolutely flat out. And we're going to get a brand new set of medium tyres. And I'm going to fill for 7 laps. So I'm going to fill just slightly past the diamond. Should save us probably a second maybe. But hopefully the car will be lighter for the second stint and we'll get into the 28s, or minute 28s. Right, tyre change done, all good. Filling the car. If you are enjoying it, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Past 7 point, there we go, 7.5. Right, so we're going to pit out in traffic, which is absolute shocking amount of traffic. Actually, just a BMW, I think. Why? Just loitering on the racing line. Not ideal. So we've got a brand new set of tyres, a little bit lighter on fuel load, so this is where we should be hitting those 28s. Our tyres probably aren't up to temperature just yet, but set them on fire on the corner exit certainly will help. And down the straight we go. 150. Now I do need to remember I've got a bit more fuel in the car, so the braking distances will be slightly extended for the first few laps until the fuel starts to burn off. And absolute, well, it's a good job they compromised me on my out lap, because then I can want to try and get the 1 minute 28s. Short shift a second for corner exits. Now Portilla's in the actual pits, so we should pass him, so that's it's all good. So we're going, it's gone really hazy. The dynamic weather in Gran Turismo 7 is fantastic. I mean, even though I know it's not going to rain here, just atmospherically it's cool. It's good to just change things up. How this changes the way the car drives or not, I don't know. The sun's gone in. Keeps things fresh. Missed the apex there, that's crap. Might have to get it back towards the end of the lap. 0.3. I mean, I want a heavier fuel, but newer tyres. I've even hit the arm car on the outside down corner exit, which is less than ideal. This isn't going to be a 1 minute 28. The next lap might be though. Traffic as well, so. And there's always a bump in the middle of that left-hander. You want to make sure you are stable after the bump before you get back on the gas. Send it to the inside there. That's important to make that move. For the 100. Now I've got a clear track. Looking at the mini-map, I've got a clear track. This is my chance to get into that 1 minute 28 or even 1 minute 27 if I've done it before. Can I get into the 1 minute 27s? It's my best chance. Not like that, it's a bit deep. Compromised corner exit by going in a bit too hot. Try and again, deep again there. This is the kind of thing where you overdrive the car. When you try too hard, you overdrive the car and compromise corner entries, which compromise corner exits, and just you bleed lap time. If the car's fast, let the car drive fast. At the 150. Again, deep there again. The braking points will start to come back to me as the fuel burns off. But this is again not going to be another good lap. It's not bad. I'm kind of getting it back. So that I've got at least one more lap of clear track, I think. Right, 1 minute 28. Just missed it again. This should be the one. Right, let's get on the brakes early. Much better. Nice apex speed there. Let's try and get on the brakes early here to get the car in. Much better. See how much I can open up the second part. A little bit wide there. Compromised exit. But we are up. I stayed in second for the exit. I think that might help. So I only need to be 0.008 up on my previous best to get into 1 minute 28. But I am seeing traffic. And that's deep there. Rear tyres are starting to wear a little bit, and this is going to really compromise. Oh, absolutely shocking. Didn't meet that car at the right time at all. So I don't think there's any chance of going sub 23 in this particular run. But I need to get a 1 minute 28 lap time at least, just to validate this car. Oh, it's an absolute festival of traffic ahead, so way faster through turn 1 then. Go around the outside, make the most of going deep. I think that's the second time we've seen that Porsche, so that 2 laps down for that Porsche. Some slipstream off the Aston. Might be clear to the end of the lap. A little bit deep. Although we are going personal best. Oh, that's bad. Hold on to it, hold on to it. A little bit of swaz on corner exit. This could be the 28. It's not the 27 I wanted, but I'll take a 28. Car in front's pitting. Surely that's the 28. Just into the 28s. Finally. Following these cars through here. 2 laps to go. Still going to be an absolutely fantastic race time. Yeah, we're on it. Only 0.02 off of the best first sector, even with traffic. Should clear these cars on the straight. I think it's the BMW ahead that's going to be the problem. clear him nicely. That's good. It's worked out well. And we're up. That was a poor line through there. I think the fuel's the right amount. A little bit swaz on corner exit there. Powering onto the straight. Just get some slipstream as well. Gives a little bit more speed. Oh, just into 0.001. That's consistency for you guys. Teaching's going to compromise me a bit here. Have to go a long way around. Paul Tiller again. I feel like I've seen him almost every other lap. Wow, lighting up those tyres. Leaving some black marks. So at last lap of the race, it's unlikely I'm getting near sub 23. But it'll be close. Oh, not like that, I'm not. And then send it through the dog leg. Running all the track and some more. Damn. Just clip of the apex, that's not ideal. And then fire it through the last corner. I've got a little bit of slipstream to the line. 0.5 laps of fuel. And we're going to get across the line. And I didn't even see what the time was. So that was not a bad effort. A lot of traffic. But that tune is absolute fantastic. And we did it sub 23 by less than a second, guys. Oh, if you like that one, hit the like button. Going sub 23 live, zero practice. That's a good one. So that Mazda 787B is one of the, I think it is the best car for Sardegna. We did it. I know. I can't believe it. I thought 27s were needed. But yeah, 28.9 was the best lap, and then 727,500 credits for that effort. So yeah, Mazda 787B locked in. That is one of the best cars at Sardegna World Touring Car 700. Okay guys, while you're here, let me know in the chat, do you want a World Touring Car 600 build? 700 pp, Group B, RCZ, Focus or GT for Le Mans. I can do that absolutely for you. Which of those three cars do you want? Because they will all do it. Which is your favourite? And I will do it for you right now. The GT86. I can show you the GT86 one on screen because I've got that one already. If you want the RCZ or the Focus, let me know and I can tune it live for you. Okay, so let's do the GT86 so you can show you where is my car, where is it? You know what, I'm going to have to find it. Manufacturer Toyota. It's always harder to see stuff when you, there we go. Okay, so here is the GT86. You want the Focus personally? Okay, cool. Take screenshots of this one because this one is fantastic to drive. So take a screenshot of this screen here or rewind it, and then here's the other screen here. So it does have the high RPM turbocharger. I've got a brake balance set to 5 to the rear. And it's a fully customizable racing transmission set to 340. I don't make any manual adjustments. Why not downforce on lowest? Well, the way the downforce works with regard to the PP calculations, if you have a lot of rear downforce and not much front downforce, it really lowers the PP, so you can add in power back into the car. which means that you have so much more straight line speed than if you run like a low downforce setting. Oh, and so it was. No, I didn't go to GT World Series. I did consider it, but yeah. So here is a GT86 build. Now let's go and get a Focus. I think I've got one. GRB Focus. Change car, manufacturer, Ford. Where is the Focus? That's my... Yeah, so I don't have one tuned, but it shouldn't take me long. That's interesting. I may try that. I always find that I can't get enough power in the car when I have it set like this. So, okay, what we got going on here? So this is a full tune from scratch, guys. Just play along with me. So this is how I would just do a tune whenever I'm trying to build a car. So I select the car. I'm now going to go to tuning shop. There's a few things that I just do by default. So I normally go backwards, start from ultimate rearwards. Nothing to buy there, nothing on extreme, but I will buy the wet tyres just in case we need them for Le Mans. On the racing side of things, I will be using racing hard tyres, but I'm just going to buy racing medium anyway, just so we got them. What else have we got? On semi-racing, I'm going to use the fully customizable racing transmission. For some reason, it lowers the PP, so we definitely will use a fully customizable racing transmission. I'm going to buy all the turbochargers because it gives me the flexibility to tune them, and we always have power restrictor, ballast. That is always needed. I didn't see the diffs. I have got the fully customizable diffs. Okay, so that is the stuff that I would buy for the car. Now I'm going to head back to the garage and the tuning sheet. So it is going to be racing hard tyres. That's what I need for Le Mans, and the high RPM turbocharger. That's going to get me up to there. Also, I do have some tune for this car. I don't really know what I was doing when. Fully customizable racing transmission. Set that to be 330, I think. Now, for some reason, it's nowhere near 700 pp. Racing hard tyres. Lower it as much as I can. I normally leave the suspension settings completely standard for the first go with the car. I'll tune them afterwards. I've got a full guide and tune on my website, daltonator.com, telling you everything what each of the suspension settings do, so you can tune the way the car drives to be how you want it to be. None of this stuff changes the PP, so it's free to use. Yeah, for lower downforce, it'll increase the PP. Normally, I'm trying to restrict the PP, so I will try a low downforce setup in this one. I will just go to. I normally prefer 30-70 on the torque distribution for these four-wheel drive rally cars. So yeah, lowest front, and let's just yeah, because we've got the headroom, we might as well just lower that that downforce. Let's just go. In fact, super low. Let's see, so I'm going. It's got 789 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower. It's not very heavy. This car should dominate. Brake balance, I can change that on the fly. Handbrake, I didn't bother buying the hydraulic one. Okay, let's go. Right, Le Mans World Touring Car, 700. To Le Mans. There we are. Yeah, they all top out to be the same, which is pretty good. They should have a class where it's just maximum PP for the rally cars. Now I will just go straight away fuel map lean, will we get? We might not get 4. If you short shift, you might get 4 laps out of a tank of fuel. Now this car actually turns in, it's really quite loose. I think with a lack of rear downforce, it has a lot of turning. Yeah, we will get 4 on fuel, I think. At high speed, it's got great steering. This car's really, really good. Oh dear, not so good there. Yeah, you might just be used to it, but I like a car that steers aggressively. So yeah, I think we can get 4 laps of fuel out of this this setup here. Speed wise, we're going to be rocking the 200 board on the brakes. I think the brakes are better than the Lancia. Yeah, so this car, this is a solid tune, guys. So at the end of this race, I will go back and show you the tune again. So make sure you screenshot that tune, take it down, or I may cover it on a separate video. But yeah, this car is going to absolutely dominate this race. Second board. Oh, a lot of slide on corner entry. I really like it. Yeah, it's feeling good. In fact, this is the kind of car where I'm going to wait a long time at the end of the 7th lap. Right, so we need to be careful braking into this corner. I'm going to brake early and in a straight line. Yeah, it's really good at slide as well. What's the cockpit view like? That's a nice cockpit view too. So we're not in try-hard mode anymore, so I'm going to drive from cockpit view. Especially good in the races where we have dynamic weather. It's so good watching the rain come down. And yeah, before we even get to the end of the first lap, we're going in the lead of this race. This car absolutely dominates. Yeah, so this is a great tune. Oh, deep there. I don't think it's quite as wild as the Lancia, but yeah, this car will do this race all day long without a single trouble. And with it being 4-wheel drive, when the rain does come, then you're sorted. I did buy wet, yeah, I did buy wet weather tyres. I think we're good. So for Porsche curves, brake a bit earlier, and then just let it slot it in. Yeah, it's really good at high speed. Oh, the slide. Oh, you know what? If you want to make the car easier to drive for yourself, add a bit more downforce. That will help. But for the enjoyment factor, having it loose on the rear at high speed is brilliant. And on the brakes, just in the gap. Third gear through the first part of the forward chicane. Down the second for the second part. Over the curbs. And we're going to open sub 4 minutes. Yeah, this car's an absolute rocket ship, guys. Good recommendation in the chat. And yeah, the tune is ready for you. Oh, sliding. Yeah, add some rear downforce if you want some stability, but man, it's fun to drive without it. I'm surprised this is nowhere near 700 pp. It's one of the faster cars. Yeah, it's got great turning at high speed, just sliding through Tetra Rouge. Wow, what a car. And we get the back view out the window as well. Ford performance. Yeah, Yeah, so we're going to dominate this race, guys. An absolute walk in the park. I'm looking for that 200 board. That is my braking reference point. On the brakes. Oh, maybe a little bit deep. Just before 200 might be the one we need. So I'm going to switch over to the weather radar just so we see the weather coming in. It looks like we may get enough rain to need a tyre change, but the 4 lap is a really significant thing to get you as far into the race to make it as few pit stops as possible. And on the brakes. Speaking of the weather, I can hear it out my window. I think it's actually bucketing down outside my window at the moment. Yeah, it's hammering down outside. Yeah, the PP calculations, they've excluded some things. Yeah. Alright, let's get the brakes early into this gun here. I really like the way this car drives. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a little bit more fun. I'm going to go 25-75, make that rear slide a little bit more on corner exit, because the car is just a dream to drive. Let's just make it a little bit more spicy. Making it the second board, just actually third board I think is the safest. Already 18 seconds ahead in this race. And then we're going to be careful into Porsche curves because the car, as we learned before, it's loose at high speed, which is really fun to drive. You just feel it moving around, it's brilliant. A little bit of slide, a little bit of slide. Oh yeah, it's so good. Now I've got at least another lap before the weather hits us, I think. With it being four-wheel drive, I've got a lot broader window for drivability in the wet conditions. And we're going to go 3 minutes 58. So actually on a hot lap it's quite similar to the Lancia Delta, but yeah, this car is fun. Oh. Weren't really paying attention to the high-speed lift off there. Guys, if you've got other cars you want requested and tuned, then let me know in the chat. We'll get them queued up for the next time. Tetra Rouge sliding through here, just staying in track limits. I think this car's a bit easier to drive than the Lancia, perhaps. I've had a lot less track limit errors. Maybe that's just the fact that I'm dialed into to driving. I was a bit rusty this morning, I think. Now I think we're all getting rain soon, as the window wipers come on straight away. I don't think there's going to be enough to worry about. Oh, nice slide through there. Yeah, there's no moisture on the track. Tyre wear is okay. Zoom in a bit. So we will be getting heavier weather soon, I think. I'm tempted to maybe just push it one more and go for that one-stop strategy on dry tyres, even when it rains. What do you think, chat? Do you think I should try and stick it out on dry tyres for the whole of this race, just to experiment, because it's clearly this car is going to win. There's no question mark over that at all. But shall I try and make it interesting and not use wet weather tyres in this race at all? Let me know in the chat. Of course, there's a bit of blue, heavy blue coming in. I might not have a choice. The clouds are changing, forming, moving around. Dynamic weather, Gran Turismo, I say it all the time, it is one of the best features of Gran Turismo 7. Make a pit stop at Inters. You go in Inters, you think, you know what, that's a good call. Look at that blue coming in. Yeah, the weather, yeah, it's coming in now. I can see on the wetness meter. And it will be interesting to see how the Inters perform, certainly if the track dries out. So let's do that strategy. Let's go with it. Yeah, yeah. I think we're almost on the transition where slicks aren't going to be working anymore. In fact, we're very, very cautious on pit entry because this bit of the track, it is raining a lot. Okay, let's throw it into the pits. I'm going to throw some Inters onto it. Box. Okay, so Inters on the car. We are going to fill the tank, and we had quite a lot of fuel remaining, so I think this car, maybe with a little bit of short shifting, is easily good enough for a 4-lap stint. Wi-Fi connection lost. Did you guys see that pop up? I don't understand why that is. I mean, it's literally working fine. I mean, I'm still streaming, right? Weird. Right, so I'm going to fill the tank, put the Inters on it. The window wipers are still on, so it is still raining. I am concerned I can't see the weather radar. And off we go. Just about the right track conditions for Inters. But, oops. We might have to pit again back to slicks if we wear these Inters out. We'll see. It's good testing. See how long the Inters last on a drying track. I'm not sure that's going to be a track cut. The weather's moving really fast now. Look at that. Okay, so I think we're going to box at the end of this lap back to dry, which actually that's going to allow us to just go full on the fuel map, because we can actually experience the full power of this car. Oh yeah, it's got so much power. Yeah, let's run some full power. I'm going to top up the car anyway, so I'm not bothered about burning fuel. We need to brake earlier with a much higher top speed. This car has so much power. Wow. Whew. Lighting the tyres up in that 4th gear. It's fast. It's fast. Okay, on the brakes early. That's perhaps not early enough. Just about got it stopped. be interesting to know what the fuel run rate would be like on fuel map 1. I might run the rest of the race on fuel map 1 and see what we would get out of it, because damn, it's fast. The track is still a little bit wet. Oh gosh, that was scary into there. Yeah, a little bit of rear downforce would definitely make the car easier to drive. A little bit less fun though. What's the weather doing? Let's check the weather. I think we're good. I think we're good on weather. What do you guys think? Pit for dry tyres. Oh, big slide, big slide, big slide. Oh, we're almost all the way around there. Yeah, inters, worn out inters, coming in hot. Yeah, I'm going to absolutely destroy these inters if I don't pit now. This is a good car to drive. Thank you whoever recommended this one or suggested we try it, because it's an absolute beast. Right, let's get on the brakes. I'm gonna racing hard tyres on it. I am gonna fill the tank, and I'm gonna run fuel map 1 for what's likely to be the remaining 3 laps, just to see what works. So 4 laps is easy on fuel map 6. Can we do 3 laps on fuel map 1 with maximum power? Now it takes a while for the guy to get to the box, but we're good now. So new set of racing slicks, even though they put the intermediates back on it. Okay, let's see what the other AI drivers do. Okay, so let's monitor fuel usage. Fuel map 1. Let's see what the run rate is once it catches up. And we're going to have a lot more power now. I need to remember that one. Brake earlier. Easier on corner exits. Only fractionally. Oh, he's so good. Who doesn't like power? Oh, sliding coming out of Tetra Rouge. That is power. Now Blank, welcome along. Thank you. Always good to see people in the chat. I think I'm definitely going to have to wait on the 3rd lap. I could be waiting for about a minute. Braking just before 200 because of the much higher speeds. 3rd gear through here. I'm going to carry 3rd gear through the middle. Yes, because the car can pull 3rd gear and still wheel spin in fuel map 1. This car is brilliant. I think this car is worth a proper tune-up, a good livery for it. Yeah, this car has definitely earned its stripes for me. 7th gear would have been nice. Look at the sun. The sun's out now. Lovely day. Lovely day at Le Mans. Oh, big slides. Fantastic. This is a really fun car to drive. Brakes early. Yeah, bit of handbrake through Morsend's corner. Don't know if I went over the track limit there, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is a 0.5 track limit penalty. Not that it matters. I'm 45 seconds ahead of everybody else. Quick radar check. Nothing to worry about with rain. It isn't going to... Oh god, that was a big Wow, that was a huge tank slapper. Yeah, coming into Indianapolis is hard work. It's hard work. And then barely anything on that penalty. So it looks like 3 laps is good on fuel map 1. Porsche curves as well is another sketchy experience. Oh, it's so good just sliding this car around. Proper rally car. Oh yes, big slides. Oh gosh, oh tank slapper, and the rain's coming down. Can't be that much rain. Gone. In fuel map 1, this car has a wild amount of power. I'd recommend fuel map 6 just to calm it down a little bit. Okay. So on lap number 6, so basically 2 to go and a little bit of waiting time. Now I have pitted twice, so to still have to wait on lap 7 even after you pitted twice, that just shows how fast this car is. Oh wow. Yeah, I would recommend a little bit of downforce on the rear of this car. If you want to just make it a little bit more safe to drive, I've said it a few times, it's wild. It's wild. Okay. Oh, braked on the wrong board there. Weren't really paying attention. Might have been over track limits there. It would be interesting if I can get a good lap on fuel mixture 1, see what the actual lap time could be. Nice, nice. It's good that you've tested them all. This car just slides so nicely on corner exit. I'm already 0.3 up just with a shit lap, really. The amount of power this car has. Couple of brakes early into Indianapolis, not Indianapolis, Mulsanne's corner. .1111. I'll definitely be cautious into this corner. Indianapolis. Oh, oh wow. Full rally spec. Love it. Absolutely love it. Still up. Okay, so actually we might be a little short on fuel. So I'm just going to go fuel map 3 just to make sure we do finish the last lap. So I don't think you can quite get 3 laps on fuel mixture 1, not driving aggressively anyway. Hello, Segan. Welcome on board. Final lap of this race, and it looks like we're gonna have to wait for like 50 something seconds at the end. When we finish this race, guys, we'll take probably one more request for a car build, tune, or a track that you would like for a money-making build. So feel free to have a think, have some discussions in the chat, see what you'd like to see. We've not done Tokyo Expressway yet. I am wearing the Tokyo Expressway t-shirt. If you do want a Tokyo Expressway t-shirt or any other merch, I'll check out my website. I've got some exclusive designs for Tokyo Expressway at doubtonator.com, and there may also be links below this video. So you know what, I am slightly concerned on fuel. I'm just going to back it off to 6 just to make sure we get the laps. So yeah, aggressive driving on fuel map 1 is definitely going to make 3 laps on the tank, I think, impossible. And honestly, I've still got enough power to spin up the rear tyres on corner exits. Yeah, I love the Group B cars. For Le Mans, just the way the car drives, they're fantastic. I covered the Mustang Group B as well, that's another good one. Because with it being a 30-minute race, it doesn't matter how fast you do the race, you're going to spend at least 30 minutes doing it, so you might as well have something that's fun to drive. Add in the dynamic weather, it's just a good laugh. No 2 races are the same. Oh, where am I going? Can't read chat. Oh, A on the aero parts, that's interesting. A lot of people like Tokyo Expressway. It has the potential to be the fastest credit per hour, but keeping the clean race bonus is a lot more difficult, and I think it requires just a bit more effort and concentration. I'm normally someone who likes Sardegna. I do like doing the Group C cars, trying to go sub 23 in all the Group C cars. I think it's the 787B and the Nissan that I've gone sub 23 with. I don't think I've been able to do it with the Porsche. So yeah, this car is an absolute rocket, guys. This is such a good build, and it's got so much more potential to be faster than what it is being shown right now with regard to tuning aero or the suspension settings. It's got a lot of potential. So I am going to make it on fuel. Oh, stay in. Do a manual blink. Oh, I think I just cut the track there. That's a bit annoying. Oh, bit of a swaz around the final corner. Now I need to wait because I'm not doing the 8th lap. It's going to take too long. I'm 1 minute 46 ahead. I can wait here for a little bit actually to make sure I don't roll across the line by mistake. So guys, now's the right time in the chat. Let me know what car you would like tuned for the next race, or let me know what track you would like me to do the tune for. Sardegna World Touring Car 800, another Le Mans 700 pp build, or a Tokyo Expressway World Touring Car 600. I can do them all, probably. It depends what car we choose. And if you haven't subscribed already, guys, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that like button on this stream. We've got 10 seconds to go before we need to finish this race. I will talk you through a few of the cars that I had in mind already. And there we go, across the line. And that's going to smash out the race. Exactly 30 minutes. 3 minutes 50 something lap time. 3:56.601. That car is fantastic. Let's just run you through the settings that I just used, so you can screenshot them and try them for yourself. 825,000 credits is a huge chunk of credits for that race. Now I think this car was requested, so hopefully you're still around to get these screenshots. So using the racing hard tyres, nearly always recommend that for the 700 pp builds. Body height is mostly lowest at the front, a little bit higher at the rear. I think I kept most of the suspension settings the same. I probably have the negative camber a lot less than the original. Here are the differential settings. 70/30 or 30/70 is what I recommend. And then let's do downforce. So it's minimum all round for downforce. What I would highly recommend is using more rear downforce if you feel this car is a little bit loose at high speed, because it is. It won't really affect your lap times, it'll just make it a little bit safer for you. At minimum rear downforce, it's super fun to drive. Fully customizable ECU, 100, 00, 100. Fully customizable racing transmission. 340 is what I have it set manually to. I don't have any manual adjustments. No nitrous and overtake. I left the brake balance the same, and then I used the high RPM turbocharger. So steering angle kits, there we go, good. That is a fantastic build. Right, in the chat we've got Escudo or Jimny for the Tokyo. I could do the Escudo. I have something similar. Now, do you want a wall ride build, or do you want just a regular driving build? I've had both before, but they may need a little retune since recent updates. So let's have a look at for an Escudo. Now, personally, I found that the engine swapped version was not as good. I couldn't get it to work as nice as the standard Escudo. Suzuki, where is Suzuki? S. Suzuki, there we go, obvious. Right, so which one did I choose? That's one. I think this is the one without the engine swap. Let's go to... Yeah, we've not done a Tokyo Expressway yet, so let's do a Tokyo Expressway. And here is the car settings. Now, actually, guys, completely for free, the Neo Classic, I'll show you these settings that you can use this for the Neo Classic. It isn't the best car for Neo Classic. I still think the Group C standard Escudo 2330. Is that with the wall ride? That seems really fast. So yeah, this is my Neo Classic setup for the Escudo. 600 pp grip is the last one I used, and I wonder if I can probably just get rid of a bit of rear toe in. Oh, look at that power curve, mad. Yeah, I go over 600 when I do that. Normal turbocharger. Yeah, so I think this is my 600 pp grip build. Sports hard tyres. Braking sensitivity. I've got it quite high on braking sensitivity just to stabilise it on the brakes. Softest suspension. Right, let's try this car. I've not driven this car in a little while for Tokyo, so let's start with it. And if we get a different suggestion, then we'll go with that. Let's try. So this will be a no wall ride attempt. I'm going to play from cockpit view again. I quite like doing cockpit view. So I think it's best to go for a pit stop. In fact, it isn't. It's a no stop strategy with this car, if I remember right. resolution. It's a waste of money. I've been using it for over a year, and mine's been pretty good. So I seem a bit flat on this build. Now, it's been a while since I've used this at Tokyo, but I should be good in the corners. Now also it is a no stop strategy, and whoa, well off the power band there. Definitely got to drive this one to the power band, so I've got way more grip than other people. So running through these secret corners, I've got the grip available. Sneak to the inside, a little bit of a cheeky move there. I don't feel like this is a great tune. It's got good corner speed, but it seems slow on the straights. Definitely have to rev it out. Definitely makes it up in the corners. Oh, are you wall ride? Is it a wall ride tune? Because I have got a different tune for wall riding. Get the car on boost. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of this tune being as good as some of the ones. I've not put any time into this tune for a very long time. For the resolution 2, I'm using it right now. I have been using it for years. I've got articles on my website. I've got other videos to help people get it to work. So feel free to check those ones out. Yeah, the opening lap 23, 2 minutes 23. That is slow. Let's try something different. Chris Roberts, welcome. The future of GT. Yeah, I get it. Slow. I feel like they are winding down the updates for Gran Turismo 7, and I think that it is going into Gran Turismo 8. I personally don't think we're going to see another track for Gran Turismo 7. I would be surprised if we do. Let's see my wall ride build, which is quite a lot different. Comfort hard tyres. For the resolution 2, I'm using it right now. I have been using it for years. Let's add some ballast to this. I've got articles on my website. I've got other videos. So 860 kilograms. So feel free to check those ones out. Yeah, the opening lap 23, 2 minutes 23. So detune it a bit. And power. Do wall ride. Yeah, that's going to change things a lot. Yeah, I get it. Slow. Yeah, I'm not gonna cover a wall ride build today. I've got them covered on my channel. Yeah, it's a completely different build, driving style and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover a different... Oh, I'm kind of stuck now. Oh, no. Yeah, I know. Let's put that one back on. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off with another build. And let's just find the car. So what car did I have in mind? Okay, 2 for you to choose from, guys. Let me know in the comments. I can either do the MC20 build for Tokyo Expressway, or an 800 pp build for the Nismo GT RLM. This car has been updated in update 1.60 and is way better than it ever has been before. It's got the hybrid that now delivers power to the rear wheels. Which car would you like me to choose between the two? Yeah, I'm not gonna cover a wall ride build today. Nismo. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. I actually quite like driving this car now, so I will choose a Nismo. I've covered it before it was fixed, and it's way better now. And the tune for this one's actually quite an interesting one, so I'll run you through the details. Yeah, I think Gran Turismo 7 I think is winding down, but I think it is on the run into Gran Turismo 8. So I'm not concerned. I do feel there is definitely a wind down. Okay, so let's run you through these car settings here. As you can see, it's another copy of a copy of a copy. I've evolved this setup quite a lot. So this setup is heavily aimed towards getting aero rearward on downforce. Predicted date for 8. Yeah, I've not heard anything. I think it's a couple of years away even. So yeah, basically the whole front end is almost minimum. Minimum front toe angle, and let's see what settings I had there. So I am going to, oddly enough on this car, I've got a little bit of toe out. I'm going to add some toe into the front. At the rear I've got toe out, which is normally a complete no-no. You never ever want that, but because it's such a weird front wheel drive kind of car, I've got a bit of toe out. For the front diff, I've got the initial torque and the braking sensitivity at minimum. I want it to be as open as possible. And then for acceleration sensitivity, I've got it set to 15, just to help it pull out the corners. You can't change anything else, but we do have power delivered at the rear. Downforce is a little bit less at the rear than maximum, and a little bit more than minimum at the front. And I have ballast mostly positioned to the front. I wonder if I've got a better tune than this one. I think not that one. Not that one. I think I've lost something with this tune because I tried to have it a little bit more normal. This tune here, guys, this is one where you can potentially do a no-stop strategy with it if you short shift, but I think it's slower. So we're going to go with this this setup. I've got the fully customizable manual transmission that allows you to get more power into the car. A little bit slow on the shifts, but it's a bit more power. 340 set, no manual adjustment, and I do have brake balance set all the way to the rear. Right, let's go and do this one. It's an interesting car to drive because it's so safe. It's never ever going to spin out. Let's round off the stream with this car. Now, I've got no chance of getting near 23 minutes. It's not going to be as competitive as the Group C cars, but it is a fun car to drive. And I won't be playing this from cockpit view. It's far too restrictive from cockpit view. But I'm going to go for a one-stop strategy. So pitting end of lap 8. Always exiting in second gear. Now the hybrid on this, since update 1.60, it now delivers hybrid to the rear wheels, which is good. It just helps with that understeer on corner exit. Try and switch back. Once it's squared up, it does drive out the corners pretty good, and it regenerates hybrid, which it didn't used to do very well before. Into a bit of a gap there. This car has got great top speed, and yeah, we can easily do 8 laps of fuel. Braking at the 150. A little bit of understeer on the corner exit. It drives completely different to the Mazda 787B, but it still gets round really good, and it's one of the easier cars to drive because of the kind of nature of it being front wheel drive, understeer on power. It's just so safe to drive. You could drive this with your eyes closed, or with one eye closed in my case. It is better to wait a little bit before you get the power. Turns onto the straight really nicely, and we're going to open up with a 1 minute 38, 1 minute 37. Not a bad start considering we're on a one-stop strategy. It's solid lap time. In fact, I don't think I've ever completed a race with this new tune. I've only ever been just doing a few laps to see how the tune works, so it'll be interesting to see what race time we finally get. Rolling onto the throttle. Oh, huge understeer. What cars do I actually own? As in real life cars out the front, or in game? I've got most of them in game. Out the front is an interesting one. Oh gosh, too busy reading chat. Turned in too early. I would love a project car. I really would love a project car, but for me, real life driving is more about just getting from A to B. So having a project car would be my dream. That would be ideal. But the thing, it's all good, man. No worries. Outside, I actually drive a Tesla Model 3. Now, don't hate on me. It is a perfect A to B car. I wouldn't choose to drive that car if I had free choice. But fuel costs, servicing costs, all of that stuff, it's a really good deal. And yes, it's boring to drive. But most of the time I'm driving boring journeys anyway. What I would like, what I would love is second car Lotus Elise S2. That would be perfect complementary car for that. And that is something I'm trying to work towards. But yeah, the A to B family car is a Tesla Model 3 base model, just so it's the cheapest it can be. And in real life, driving an electric car isn't as bad as driving it in Gran Turismo. Electric cars in racing sims are absolutely shit. You just have no sense of speed because you can't hear what the car's doing. But in real life, because you're driving it and you've got that feel through driving the car, then it's not too bad. It's a much nicer experience driving an electric car in real life than driving it in sim. Sim racing with electric cars is the worst. So it's lap number 3. We're already going to put a move on Portilla for the lead of this race. Now, considering this is such a random car, it's the rear-wheel drive one, I'm afraid. It's the boring one. It's the long-range rear-wheel drive one, which gets me great fuel mileage. So I could do, I think, 330 per charge, which is good. That's real-life miles on 100%. I would love something faster, but I don't think a fast electric car is where it's at. But even that isn't slow. It's still like 4.8 to 60, so it's still ripped. It's the fastest car I've ever had. The UK is expensive, and yeah, this for sure is not my job. Interestingly, actually, my day job is working for Armour RC, so I work on Monday to Friday making the best radio control cars that you can buy. And I do this as just for fun. I don't make much of an income through this, although I am trying to build it up and obviously grow the size of the channel. Knocking the door of 26,000 subscribers at the moment, so that'd be nice. If anyone wants to subscribe, we're all good there. It's good to have you all on board in the chat as well. It's always good to interact with all the subscribers, and it's kind of what I wanted to do today's stream. I had a couple of hours spare, so instead of just making videos and pushing them out there, a little bit of interaction with you all is really cool. I just get to chat with you and deliver things that you want, because ultimately I make these videos to help you guys enjoy Gran Turismo more, whether it's making money builds or other things like that. I just like sharing my experiences in Gran Turismo. Yeah, my job is absolutely fantastic. I even, as part of my job, I did a quarter-mile drag race in real life against David Coulthard, driving a Red Bull F1 car, and I was driving an Armour Limitless high-speed radio-controlled car. So that video's on Carwow YouTube channel, so you can go and search for that. Do F1 versus RC car drag race on YouTube, and you'll find it. Absolutely mad. Whoa. Yeah, I very rarely stream. It's just something I never normally have the time to do. And with a free-ish weekend this weekend, it's like, why not? Let's do it. I would like to stream more, but just the way my life schedule is and real life job and stuff like that, it's never going to work out. But the weirdest thing, I kind of planned this a little bit ahead of time. I knew it was going to be a free weekend, and then this Bell's palsy facial paralysis comes on like before I can actually get to do a proper stream. So I can't even talk properly when I finally get to stream. So how have we got in this race? So we're doing 1:33s, which isn't bad lap time wise, considering I'm not even paying attention to driving the car. This car is just so easy to drive that you just don't really need to think about it. You don't need to think about corner exits. You're never going to spin the car out. The worst you'll do is just understeer a bit on corner exit. Fuel wise, I think we're really good. Big amount of understeer there, and the front tyres are dying a bit, but we have got fuel burning off, so that should hopefully balance out. Everyone's pitting 29 seconds ahead of second place. I mean, this race is a formality. It now just comes down to what race time can we get. Exiting the corners in second gear is definitely... You'll be the next... Oh, that would be nice. Real life motorsport is a dream, absolute dream. As a kid, watching Nigel Mansell, then going through watching Jenson Button, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris. Now you dream of this stuff, but as you see the F1 drivers coming in and they're getting younger and younger, I think the transition point when we was Jenson Button, same age as me, racing, and it's like, yeah, okay, I'm still there maybe, and then Lewis Hamilton coming in is like, oh yeah, he's way younger, and then Lando Norris is like, oh, he could be my son. So yeah, I think the real life motorsport dream is fading away, but people like Jimmy Broadbent, Super GT, just casual non-F1 motorsport is all possible. So Jardier as well, obviously another fantastic streamer on ACC mainly, but yeah, for sure motorsport would be something fantastic. I'd love an opportunity to get in some real life cars for some track days or motorsport. Obviously health permitting, of course. So we're dropping to 133s now. Good on fuel to get to lap 8. We'll put a lap on this Ford GT. Is the gap going to stay? The gap is going to stay. Yeah, car communities are fantastic. Yeah, it's some great people. Having that common connection with cars is lovely. You do get the little niches, you get the EV haters, and yeah, I get that, I understand that completely, but as a daily driver, EV car does what it needs to do. If I had the choice between a V8 and an EV, of course I'd choose a V8. Servicing costs for a V8, fuel costs for a V8. In the UK, especially with petrol prices. Let's go to the inside. So into the 132s now with this car. So this car is not slow at all. Right, so we're deep in lapped traffic now, and we're just blown by them with this car's incredible top speed. And the brakes 150 board. In fact, just after is probably where we can get on the brakes. But the traffic is terrible. Oh, it's squeezing through. I'll check that comment when I get into the pits. Oh, understeer. Oh, terrible understeer on corner exit there. And then into the pits. Perfectly timed on fuel. So we're going to throw it into the pits. Tyres are just about wrecked. Brand new set of hard tyres. We are going to just fill the car up. Misha had fun. It's pretty achieving the Citroen C1 at Spa. Misha, I flipping love that guy. I love watching his Nürburgring laps. So that's fantastic. And yeah, I think there's not many things better than taking a really slow car and pushing it around a track. And I think that's why Gran Turismo bringing out a lot of these stupid slow cars like the Kangoo and the Peugeot 20s. Go now. The Peugeot. I think it's definitely something good fun to do. Is take a slow car and just try and blast it around the track. That is a cool thing to do. And I think what is really good is that it gives you a reference point. When you get back to driving the faster cars, you appreciate how fast the fast cars actually are. So unless you have a good reference point to reference to reality, like Renault Kangoo or something like that, you're not going to truly appreciate how fast an LMP1 car is, or a GT3 car, or a Group 2 car. Having that reference point of the slow cars really sets the expectations and gives you a gauging point to really truly experience how fast the fast cars really are. Inside. Okay, so we're going to round out this race. We've done our pit stop. I'm trying to start braking at the 125 because I think I can push it further. Brand new tyres on the car. It's going to kill a bit of the understeer. Pushing through here to the inside at the 100. There's that Ford GT again. Oh, sneaking to the outside. There we go. Powering through. So we're going to start to try and get lap times. Is it possible to go below 1 minute 32? I'm going to try and round out this race to go something below 132. Not like that, I'm not. Did carry the speed but missed the apex. You know, this car has turned into a much better offering. So I'm close on my best lap, and that's with a full tank of fuel. I think with the closing speed on the other cars, my traffic shouldn't be too much of a problem. I did consider doing a video on my car, but I don't think the audience that watches, oh, Porsche, nice one. I don't think the audience that watches this content it would resonate with. Now, I did consider doing it on a secondary channel, and I am still considering that. So if I do start a second channel or do something like that, I may do that video. Because I think it is very interesting. It is very interesting. The people that are most negative towards EVs are the people that haven't had the experience of it. So yeah, for sure, I am considering that. Right, 133 on a full tank of fuel. Let's try and go deep on the brakes. Not bad, not bad. A little bit off the apex, but we kind of got there. Carry the speed at least. And at 50. Got the apex there, that was nice. I missed that one. Mark James, welcome along. Hyundai Genesis. I'm almost finished the stream, I'm afraid. So what do you want? The Group 3 700 pp build. I'll talk you through what I would do. The best way to tune down that Group 3 Genesis, I would recommend, is to add ballast. I would also reduce front downforce, use racing hard tyres, and that's going to get you close to 700 pp. So the racing hard tyres for the 700 pp Le Mans is what you want to be on anyway. You want to keep power in the car, so that's why I would have maximum rear downforce and minimum front downforce. That will reduce the pp, and that will allow you to keep power in the car. So I would definitely go with that. If you want to also check out my website, doubtonator.com, I've got a guide for what each of the settings do, so that's going to help to answer the questions. So yeah, I won't be able to do that tune, but I would definitely just do what I just said there. So racing hard tyres, add ballast towards the front as well. That also reduces the pp with the minimal impact to lap time. Correct there. So yeah, that should work for the Genesis Group 3 at 700 pp. So we are very good on fuel, and just need to look at that. Trying to go sub 1 minute 32. I think 125 is a bit late on the brakes there, so maybe just after the 150. Running through the corner. Right, we're going to look for a good lap time on the next one. So I think we should be on, I guess, optimum tyres, mid-level on fuel weight. So let's see what we can do. There's a little bit of traffic ahead. You know what, I wanted to do a Tesla lap time comparison, but the one in game's the performance model, so yeah, I don't have the fast one. I think that was a good turn one. Managed to get through the apex nicely, driving out the corner. This should be a good first sector. Got to be a pebble sector, surely. It is, but not much though. Nissan teammate not really making it easy for myself. There's Portilla ahead. So we're going to put a lap on Portilla in this stupid Nismo GT LM. Oh, that was nice. Nicely braking point there. It's going to be awkward through here. I've caught him at a very compromised time. Not ideal. Definitely compromised the line through there. Didn't really pull out the corner there. That was a bit of a stall. Might have clear track for the next attempt though. What will this lap time be? 32, 33. Oh, I think the 31 is going to be a really tough ask. Just a purple lap would be nice. Oh, wide over the curb, that's not good. 0.1 up already, even with a terrible corner exit. So as the fuel burns off in this car, it gets so much faster, but the trouble is, by the time the fuel's gone, the front tyres are dead. That was nice through there though. Might be... No, terrible position to catch. Didn't work out too bad. That wasn't a bad corner exit. Let's see what we can get to the line. So we're still not going to get a clean lap. This is going to be the last lap of the race. Just going to go personal best. But it's a long way to go to getting 31s, so I think that's too much to ask really. It's not going to stop me trying. Literally send it on this last lap. Get to the apex. Nice. Kept in track limits. Kind of squeeze around the outside of the Porsche. Not going to do me any favours there. Okay. And now the brakes just after 150. I think the front tyres are past their best. Just feel just going light on the corner exits when he's spinning up those front tyres. 0.3 off already, so an absolute dog shit position here. There we go. Big compromise. Bit of understeer on corner exit, but we're going to run to the line now. Easy on fuel. So we're going to miss that 23, but can we go sub 24? Not quite. Well, there we go, guys. The Nismo GT LM has changed completely, and it's now very viable to use in the World Touring Car 800. It's only a minute slower than the absolute best time at World Touring Car 800 with an absolutely dominating machine there, guys. So I will run you through the tune again just so you can see 725,000 rounds. So we made a bunch of money during this stream today. Thank you everyone that stopped by and joined in. I'm going to show you the final tune just before we finish this stream. And here is the car settings. So racing hard tyres front and rear. I would have liked medium, but the PP just doesn't allow it. And also, I don't think medium fronts are going to last. The hard tyres are needed. Yeah, I'm glad to have you on board, man. I am going to go and watch the British Grand Prix. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, so let me know who you're cheering for in the British Grand Prix. Who do you think has got the win? Basically, all of the settings at the front are minimum to get the most amount of steering. All the settings at the rear are the maximum to reduce the rear grip to maximise the amount of steering. Here are the differential settings. Fully customizable manual transmission, 340. I don't adjust the gears. I don't have time to bother with this. I think it's fractions of a tenth of a second you'll gain by micro adjusting these gears, but I don't bother. And then here are the ballast position and all the other stuff here. This is the rear downforce, almost maximum, and 850 is the front downforce. Normal turbocharger and -5 on the brake balance controller, so all the way to the rear. Porsche Carrera 964 Turbo 930 with their engine swaps. I will have to get to that in another video. We are wrapping up the stream for this one, guys. Thank you very much for joining in, getting on board with the chat. Appreciate everybody's stopping by. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.